Hey YouTube, today we're going to be doing the wheel bearings and the wheel seals. I got the truck lifted up on jack stands, get the tires off, drums off. We're going to get up in differential in there, take the bolts out, take the clamp out, and let's see what we got. Right now I've got, if I can do it, I got a lot of play in here. And not only that, I don't know if you can see down in there. There you go. Look at all that. I've seen a lot worse, but this one's leaking. The other one's good on the passenger side. This is on the driver's side. So we're gonna go ahead and just change both and see what we got. Real quick, guys. Pipe plug. I've taken this out once before, but I had a hell of a time getting it out. You might want to use something stronger than WD-40, some PB Blast or something like that. Get that out. I got it loose, but whew. Just a quick tip, guys. Alright, I'm going to take this cover off. Got all the bolts loose. You just want to go in a star pattern. When you torque these down, you want to go, all data says 30 foot-pounds. So, not too much, but I'm going to torque them to specs. But like I said, you just want to go in a star pattern, taking all the bolts out, and then just make sure I put a paint marker right here. Just a little notch, yellow paint, because you have your brake cable assembly back here. It's got a bracket that needs to match in between these divots, and so does this. The rest of the steel line for this side, and this is empty, but I just left a little reference point for myself, so when I go put it back on, it pretty much only goes one way, because this whole end has to be one solid piece. So anyway, yeah, we're gonna get this off. Get it out. I think I got one left. I get that wrench. I got the cover off. Went ahead and wire wheeled all around here. I gotta touch it up a little bit and just clean it up with some brake clean. So I gotta get this bolt out right here, if you can see that. It's a 5/16. Then we're gonna be taking this pin out. You can use a magnet, or you can come in on the back side and just push it out. Also, I had to turn this. To do that, you need to go put the truck in neutral. Just as a safety precaution, I put the drums back on just in case. And I chalked the wheels in the front, put it in neutral, and then you're going to take the drive shafts and you're just going to turn it whichever way you need to get this so you can get the bolt out. So I had to put it back in park because this kept moving on me. So I'm going to have to put it back in neutral. There we go. Put it back in neutral just to get just to turn it. So I'm gonna push the axle shaft inward. I'm gonna start on this side, push the axle shaft inward so you can get the clip inside of there. You can take it out with needle nose, or a magnet might work. I would rather use the needle nose, but check, make sure anything's not scorned, damaged, anything like that. Anything's rubbing, bent. You're already in here, so you might as well just look around. And yeah, we're going to continue doing this. The cover was easy to get off. Just take all the bolts off like I showed you, and then pry it at the bottom. Let it drain down into the pan. You should be alright. Now we're going to go ahead and push the axle shaft in, get the clip out, and start rolling. Alright guys, if you're anything like me, you broke your bearing. I broke the inside lip in there, and about the whole outside. All the little roller bearings came out. I got them all out. I just got a magnet, went through there. No big deal. Another guy that broke his wheel seal. I couldn't get out with a pry bar, nothing. I used the slide hammer. This is 5 pound, I believe. I rented it from Autozone. It came with all the attachments. So I tried the three to get in here, and that's what was kind of one would keep falling out. Well, the other two would grab, so I switched to just using the 2 with the little puller. I have an extra one of these, but it doesn't have this part. I think it's a 3 pound. This one's a 5, so I needed that extra little bit. And then I bought the bearing set to reinstall them. Something I can just tap on and put it in there. So don't worry if you broke it. Just get it out of there. That's the main thing. It's pretty damaged, but just get it out there. Alright, let's get it installed. The biggest adapter piece that I got in this set, and it's not as big as this, and I don't want to tap on the rollers themselves, so I'm pressing this lip against the outside lip and just kind of making my way around. So I'm going to start, I got it pressed in a little bit, but just trying to be kind of careful. I just want it to sit flush all the way against it. Pushing it in. Okay, so the same thing happened on the passenger side. All the rollers came out, everything broke. I can stick my finger in behind here. It's about as much as I got out. I kept trying with the 3 and the 2 and just wouldn't get out. It's about as much as it would give. It took me, 3 other adults, my wife wanted to try, and an 11-year-old girl. I know. Still couldn't get it out. So I went up to Autozone again and got the rear axle bearing remover set. It was about 50 bucks, and they had it to rent. I didn't have to buy it. I thought I was going to buy it. I got a Harbor Freight here in town. I was going to go buy it there if they had it, but I'm only going to use it once, you know. So this will swivel in behind here. I had to use the biggest adapter for this, and you push the plate up against it. So we're going to go to town on this and get her out. Enough dicking around. Okay, I got everything tightened down. Everything's in. Got the gasket on. Got everything sealed. Make sure you tighten those in a crisscross pattern. And it's 30 foot-pounds if you want to do it to torque specs. For those of y'all that don't know, it takes 2.1 quarts. So I just added 2 quarts of gear oil and the additive. Well, everything's buttoned up. Time to go test her out. If you guys like it, hit like. Thank you.